Hi everyone. Let's talk about how to handle references in journal writing. Here I have one of my research article published a long time ago here. Uh, for example, especially if you look at the introduction, so I have the various kinds of arguments, and then this argument is supported by a certain number here, index 1 or the index 2, index 3 and 4. These are references that we have to provide to support strong background or the validity or the external reference to support the argument of my description here. And then these informations listed usually in the last page of journal paper. For example, we have a separate section, the references, okay? And then in the case of this journal, the Seminal and Concrete Research, it provides a specific form of the literature, the literature format. So the number, and then the authors, information authors, and the titles, and then the name of journals, where it's published, and the volume number, and the book number, the year of publication, or pages, or if it is some digital information that recently, so we need to provide the DOI stubs, the many, okay? Actually, this grammar or these rules formats of the literatures depends on the journal publication. So it depends where we want to submit your paper, okay? So if your paper is rejected from a certain journal, so you need to find a second journal. So you have to, list up these references in different formats, and that takes a lot of times. And usually my students have headaches. Okay, but if you use LaTeX, and then you don't have to worry about this problem, and you can save your time significantly, and then you can organize this very elegantly. Let's talk about how to handle these references in LaTeX environment. Okay. All right. So let's move to my WinEdit editor. When I write research articles in LaTeX, and I use this WinEdit editor. Actually, you don't have to install WinEdit editor. If you don't like that, you can use any kinds of editor, as I told you in my last YouTube clips related to the LaTeX. By the way, it's been a while since my first YouTube submission for LaTeX. Not only my students and other people love this LaTeX video, but I promise you to upload another one if I have 20 comments, but I didn't do that. Sorry about that. Yesterday I'm preparing another YouTube clip for the LaTeX. Okay, this is my template. Regarding my template, please refer to my previous YouTube clips related to LaTeX. And then if you scroll down here, you can find a line. Here, this is comment. So related to the reference information. So here, this command line is bibliograph style. This is a default style given by LaTeX. Okay. And then if you scroll down my template, you can find, please move to really last part of my template. Then you can find, look, another comment here. So bibliograph here. The bibliograph comment means, so we'd like to provide a specific file name where the LaTeX system look up the information of LaTeX. Now, for example, this is a reference, okay? The name of the reference is given in the reference here. So the file extension is BIB, okay, here. This is my reference BIB. So if you open my reference file, that this is kind of database, you can, I think I have almost 1,000 information of journals. Whenever I found new good journal articles, that I keep their information in this file. Okay, so even if you use only 10 from this BibTex database, don't worry about that. Okay, the LaTeX system find out exact the information from this database. So how to use this database? Actually, putting a new database is very easy. For example, in this WinEdit, we have insert option here, move the insert option, and then you click BibTex items. For example, okay, so articles, this is most common type article here. And then the first part is the key name. What I mean, this is kind of index. And then you can put the author information on title and journal name and the year and all other information. If you sum up, maybe you cannot provide all the information, then you can delete that part. For example, in the case of my one, this is cultural and rice, and then I provide the information author and title, journal and year, volume, the pages, but not the months and then or keyword. Okay, I didn't do that, so let me take it out because I'm not using this. Okay, all right, so this is my information here. And also here, if you look at your journal name, user the information should be given in the quotation. But the journal name is provided, the abbreviation is provided without quotation. So the reason is, so at first we can define the journal abbreviation here. For example, IJF. So I define it, the string. The IJF is equal to International Journal of Fracture here. So in my case, I define various kinds of journal names in the front part of the BibTex database. Okay, so now let's move to my template. Okay, so importantly, let me repeat it again. So here I need to specify the reference style here, and then to the very last page I need to provide the name of the reference database. Of course, you can provide more than one reference database. It's perfectly working, okay, I guarantee. And then, okay, so let's try to compile my template. So if I compile this template, then I can obtain the compiled version of PDF here. All right, so this is the canonical form of the structure of my paper publication. Of course, I have many different forms depending on types of paper writing. Experimental one, I have another one, and a theoretical one, and I have theoretical paper template. But here, look. So for example, in the case of equation 1, I have some equations. Okay, let's say I want to provide some reference for this equation 1. Then what do you do? Let's move to that part. And then where's the equation? Here I have equation. Okay. So I'd like to say that the equation is driven by z. Okay, and then so I want to provide the reference information. That comment is the site, and then here, so if I provide this double parenthesis, and this WinEdit automatically detect the file, the BibTex file that we want to use in the very last part of my template. I mentioned that we want to use a reference, isn't it right? So it opens the reference DB files. It search for all kinds of literature information from it. Okay, so this is the first part is the key and the names, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's use my paper because I said that it was driven by Z, huh? And then for example, okay, let's choose this insert, and then the key of the reference is given here, not all the information. Okay, so I have all information here, and then let's run the LaTex. So if I run the LaTex for the first time after putting this citation information, then so this job provides this document using the BibTex information. Okay, let's open it. So if you open this, as you see here, look at this, just below the equation 1. Let me zoom in. How can I zoom in? Let's zoom in. So if you see the equation 1 here, this equation is driven by z here, but the index number is given by the question mark. So let's move to end of template. So there's no information yet, okay? There's no information there. So the reference part, nothing, okay? Then what do you do next step? Because of some problem, I cannot see the sub pop-up here, but move to text part in the menu. Text part. In the text part, you have BibTex option, BibTex, and then run the BibTex. And then this is the BibTex, and then run the PDF LaTex again. Then let's see what happened. So the still question mark, but here you can find the reference information, and then no number yet, okay, no index yet. So that's why we have to run it again. The BibTex, so it update information, okay, it update information, and then PDF LaTex. So if you use BibTex, then you have to run the after putting the citation information, the LaTex, and then BibTex, and then LaTex, probably LaTex, and the BibTex, and then LaTex. Okay, so this is the third time of LaTex. So let me see. Then probably everything is working beautifully now. So look at this. So here you can see this equation is driven by z, and then the index is equal to 1. If you move to the reference part, and then the information of this literature is given by following the certain format here. Okay, this is how we use the BibTex. This is a really strong tool. And then this BibTex index is related to my real file here. Let me show you my folder. For example, I already told you that. So I'm keeping this 1,000, the information of more than 1,000 literatures. Whenever I find new papers, or useful papers, what I mean, then I summarize. I keep this information in this BibTex. And the problem is here. This is key. If you open my folder here, look at it. This bars.04b. If you look at this folder, and this is my folder information. In this my reference folder, I keep all the files, okay, corresponding to this index number. For example, I just mentioned bars.04. Bars. Where is that? Bars.04. Okay. So I have this. Okay. If you open it, I can find the information of files perfectly. Look at this. Okay, let me summarize these video clips. If you use LaTex, you can organize the information of references systematically, okay, systematically. And then you can save, you can use the key names of the BibTex data files for your PDF files. That's how you can make a connection between your BibTex information with your real files. That's how you can save your time, and then you can writing your journal information for different journals. Thank you for your listening.